What an absolute shambolic performance it was. And I said it, didn't I? I said it. I said it on my last stream only a couple of hours ago. With the remaining games we have left, where the fuck are we getting the points from? Where are we getting the wins from? And once again, tonight, another shambolic performance, another loss. What's that now? 14 league defeats. 13, 14 league defeats without double checking the table. Honestly, where's the leaders? Where's the leaders? Mickey van der Ven getting sent off tonight. Stupid mistake from Mickey van der Ven. What was he thinking? What was Mickey van der Ven thinking? Tugging on him like honestly. Honestly, a player of his quality should know better. Should know better. But hey, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. It's just complete and utter misery, innit? Complete and utter misery. And championship is looming. The championship is looming. We keep playing the way we are. No hope. No hope whatsoever. No hope whatsoever, is there, Spurs fans? No hope whatsoever. Obviously, Palace went 1-0 up, didn't they? Very early on. Very early on, but luckily enough, in that moment in time, it was disallowed. Went to VAR, obviously. Took a bit of time to come through. Disallowed the goal. And shortly after that, we made it 1-0, didn't we? Tables are turned. We've now gone a goal up. Oh, delusional me's getting excited. I'm thinking, okay. Maybe we can get something from this game. Maybe we can just get something from this game. And it all just went tits up, didn't it, boys and girls? Just went absolute tits up. And it's just same old. Same old. Before you know it, it's 1-1, 2-1, and now we are 3-1. Game's done. The game was done, The game was done, obviously, at half time. Fans walking out, they've had enough. It's just so heartbreaking to see. So heartbreaking to see our football club that once was a very, very entertaining, scoring goals, creativity, to this shamble of shite. Honestly, I'm just lost for words. I really am. I am just lost for words. Fans out there calling for Tudor to leave already. That was his third game. That was his third game tonight. Third game. You can't keep blaming the manager. We've gone through manager. It's the same cycle time and time again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We've basically got an average squad with one or two quality, if you want to call it that. But yeah, Mickey Van der Ven, how long is he out for? Can someone let me know in the comments section? Is it a 3-game ban or is it a 1-game ban? I can't remember. I can't remember how it works. I'm just like so like fucking frazzled right now. But with Mickey Van der Ven missing, Romero just coming back, it's just a complete and utter shit show in it right now. It really is. It really is. Watching that game today, Mickey Van der Ven, our captain, and I know I'm going to sound stupid right now, but it was only a month or two ago. I'm calling for, especially when the January transfers are still on, and I'm calling for Mickey Van der Ven to stick around. Because obviously, that's when he was linked with a move to Liverpool, if I remember rightly. But I'm saying, start building a team around someone like him, and it's just. Do you really do we really want to do that right now? Mickey Van der Ven is fucking shot to bits himself. He's making silly errors. He clearly doesn't want to be there. You know what I mean? There's no leaders. We have nothing. We have nothing, do we? No leaders, no creativity, lacking goals. Obviously, tonight, Vicario started in goal once again. The rumours are swirling around all day, mainly on the social media, that Vicario was going to be dropped. That was the big rumour, Vicario to be dropped and Kinksky to start over Vicario. I've been calling for Kinksky to start for the past couple of months, and here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Vicario once again being an absolute calamity that he is. And it proved it once again tonight. It's just simply not good enough. Simply not good enough. Obviously, the second half, yeah, a lot better. We didn't concede, but then we didn't create much, did we? It was just so boring and heartbreaking to see how far we've gone. We've got so far back, and the championship is looming, isn't it? It's creeping up on our asses. It's creeping up on us. It's going to drag us. It's going to drag us down. I really feel we are well and truly fucked right now. There's nothing. There's no fight, no passion. No, it's like no one wants to play for the crest anymore. Everything about it is just dead. Everything about it is just complete and utter. But where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? What happens next? What happens next? In some ways, yeah, got a weekend off this coming weekend, FA Cup. Could work in our favour. Very much doubt it. Obviously, after that, we've got Champions League first leg, and then Liverpool, I believe, is the next one in the Premier League. You don't really want to be facing Liverpool right now, do we? And then we've got the second leg of Champions League. Like I said in my past stream, and I will say again, I really can't see where the points, the wins, the goals, the whole shebang, I really don't know where it's coming from. It's just doom and gloom. Doom and gloom right now, isn't it? Doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. Nighttime kid, big up yourself. Him and Romero need, yeah. Exactly. They clearly don't want to be there. Romero doesn't want to be there. Mickey Van der Ven doesn't want to be there. Obviously, Porro got subbed off, didn't he? You see him kicking out. You know, what's that all about? Frustrated because he got subbed off. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But I'm just lost for words. I really am. I'm really am lost for words. With the remaining games to go, you know, I'm just gonna quickly go over it again. With the remaining games to go, where the fuck are the points coming from? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? Before kickoff tonight, Palace was our last win. Palace was our last win. 28th of December, if I remember rightly. You know what I mean? Since then, we've lost 10 Premier League games on the trot. You know what I mean? It's just so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. But what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the current situation at Tottenham right now? Are we doomed? Are we well and truly doomed? Are we going to the Championship? Are we going to be playing Championship football next season? Something I thought I'd never say, but here we are, facing the hard truth of reality right now. Liverpool and Nottingham Forest are next two Premier League games. I am telling you now, they're both defeats. That's our next two defeats in the league. I don't even want to talk about the Champions League right now. I don't even want to talk about that. Just that next game, Liverpool and Forest up next. I honestly can't see where we're going to get a result from. April, Sunderland, Brighton, Wolves. You see what I mean? I honestly can't see where we're going to get anything from whatsoever. It's just shambolic, isn't it? 16th in the league now, 29 played, 14 league defeats and only 7 wins. 29 points. We're only a point now ahead of Nottingham Forest and West Ham with about 9 games to go. It's really not good, is it? It's really not good. Really not good. Another comment here. It just doesn't look good. Like you have the heart of the to get the points. West Ham and Forest do. Exactly. West Ham. I've said it time and time again. And I'll say it again. West Ham, Forest, yeah, they are fighting. You've only got to go back to January. West Ham are actually in the January transfer window, and they are buying players. Not the best, I must admit, not the best, but West Ham have got these boys performing. They're creating, they're scoring the goals. Forest doing the same thing. Leeds, all these teams in and around us, they're all performing. Look at Wolves. Look at how Wolves' form has turned around. It's only a few weeks ago they were sitting on 9 points. They're unbeaten. They're unbeaten. Yeah, they've won their last three, haven't they, Wolves? You know, to think they were 2 goals down against Arsenal, pulled it back 2-2, beat Aston Villa Friday, and then they go and do Liverpool. You know, you can't see Spurs doing that. You can't see Spurs doing that. It's just gone past that stage now, and there's just no picking them up and trying to get out of this shambolic shit. It's hit rock bottom, rock bottom, and there is no way out. There is no way out. No way out whatsoever, is there? No way out. No way out. Yeah, we're getting silly comments now. You might actually have Sean Dyche. Yeah, I would. No. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there. I'm not even going there. It's just so heartbreaking and very annoying to see where this club once was, entertaining, scoring goals, had very good players. And look what we got now. Look what we have now. We have no leaders. We've got players that don't even want to be there. We've got injuries after injuries after injuries. A manager that's just, I'm not going to say he hasn't got a clue. In some ways, yeah, it's baffled me with the formation, playing 3 at the back and doing this and doing that. It's, the board, the ownership, haven't got a clue. Have not got a clue whatsoever. No ambition. Going back to the players, there's no fight, no hunger. There's nothing. The whole thing about it is just dead. The whole thing is it's gone. It's gone. It is. It's just done. It's done. He keeps the clubs. Yeah, he keeps clubs up. Well, yeah, he done well at Forest though, didn't he? Done well at Forest. Know what I mean? And that's exactly where you are. It's just, yeah. There is no saving this club now. It's done. It is done. It is done. You would have thought they would have looked back to last season. Fall from bottom with 22 league defeats. We was only thankful the 3 that were in the bottom 3 were a lot worse off. A lot worse off. There was a much bigger gap, a point difference. This time around, it's not. There is a much, yeah. It's, you know what I mean? You got Wolves fighting, Burnley. They're all fighting. They're all fighting. Yeah, Tottenham are in that mix, and they're just sitting there, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for these teams to come up above them, and then we drop down. Job done. Yeah. I just don't know where this club goes from here. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. You can't be in the Championship in that stadium. No, you're right. You're right. 100%. You're right. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be. But like I said in my past streams and that, We got to face reality. The board and the ownership, ENIC, they are the major problem. ENIC is the major problem. No ambition. No ambition. It's been neglect after neglect, season after season. Teams buying players, and when I say buying players, they're buying players that are decent. When it comes to Tottenham getting players in, it's, oh yeah, one for the future. Oh yeah, he might do good. Yeah, here for a little gap there, that sort of thing. Tottenham aren't about buying players that can come in right now and do the job. You've only got to go back to okay, two scenarios here. Thomas Frank didn't want Brennan Johnson, our top scorer last season. Shipped him off. Unlucky he should have scored tonight, because I really thought he was going to score against us tonight. But then you look at Ange Postecoglou. Apparently he wanted the likes of Semenyo when he was still at Bournemouth. Got told by the board and the ownership, nah, cost too much. Can't do that. Look elsewhere. This is what I mean. No ambition. No ambition. Yet they say we should be playing Champions League football. We should be competing at the highest, winning the Premier League, doing this, doing that. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you want us to do that, then we need big boys. We need players that can come in right now and do the job, not ones for the future or ones where, oh yeah, he might fill a gap. Oh yeah, we get him because he's injured. He might be all right. No, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. Honestly, honestly. More comments rolling in, guys. Please smash the likes. Get subbing if you're new. Honestly, what are your thoughts, guys? Craig Middleberg, big up yourself. Big up, big up, big up. What are your thoughts on on tonight's shambolic performance? Honestly, Leah Alexander in. Stop being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm just talking straight facts. This is me talking from the heart. I'm not going to sit here and talk complete and utter bullshit and say, oh yeah, Tottenham do deserve to go down. I want my team to be relegated. Blah 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 blah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm literally just speaking facts. Speaking facts. It's been neglect. This club has been neglected. We've gone so far backwards. So far backwards. Like I said, and I'll say again, there's certain players that don't even want to be there no more. The ambition is gone. The fight has gone. The passion has gone. Players that don't want to play for the crest anymore. You've got fans bickering with one another. The board haven't got a Scooby-Doo what to do. Enix just sitting there counting his big bucks when he should be selling up, because what's he doing? What is he doing? And what's he done in the past 25, 26 years? What have they done? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. This is me being passionate about my club. I am seeing my club fold and pretty much heading to the Championship. And that is something I thought I would never, ever say in my lifetime. But here we are. It's happened. We've hit rock bottom. We have hit rock bottom, guys. Honestly. Lee Alexander, yeah. Yeah, stop being negative. Like I said, I'm just talking facts, innit? I'm a Chelsea fan. You guys will be fine. I'd love to believe that. I would love to believe that, Lee. But look, come on. Look at this stat. Look at this stat, and I'm sure you've heard it as well. Before tonight's game, our last victory in the Premier League was against Palace. After that, we've lost our last 10 in the league. We can't score. We can't create. Our defending is shit. Vicario's shit. And once again, it proved it again tonight. I was actually hoping Kingsley would be in goal, because there was big rumours swirling around that Kingsley was going to start over Vicario. Tudor slightly pissed me off tonight with him starting with a back three. Like, what's that all about? Why? Why start with a back three? Why? But Lee, I'd love to believe you and say yes, Spurs are going to be fine. But I like I said, I really can't see with the remaining games we have left. Our next game in the Premier League next weekend is Liverpool. 9 times out of 10, Spurs don't get anything whatsoever from Liverpool. And then we have got another relegation fight against Forest. Again, Forest are pretty decent. They've got, in fact, they've got a better squad than Tottenham. They have a better squad than Tottenham. This is what I mean, guys. I honestly can't see, with the remaining games left, where the fuck are the wins coming from to keep our club in the league. I honestly can't see it. I honestly can't see it. Big up my boy Craig. Yeah, we are finished. We are finished. It's not good. It's really not good, is it? It's really not good. Yeah, I can't believe us. It's a shame, isn't it? It's such a shame. Such a shame. Such a shame to see what, you know, the situation we are in. Honestly, guys, it's just very, very sad. Very, very sad. Yeah, where are we? Lee Alexander again. Spurs will lose against Chelsea, Villa, and Liverpool, but then I think you guys will draw against Sunderland and Leeds, and win against Forest, Brighton, Wolves, and Everton. Right, I'm going to go backwards on this. Everton, last game of the season. Then I push over. You know, when David Moyes has got Everton playing some, you know, decent football on their day, they're no pushover. Wolves, we just about got a point off Wolves, didn't we? Going back to, I can't remember what month it was now, but I remember that game very well. Shalplina getting an equaliser, celebrating like we got the winner. Now, it was only earlier where I said Wolves are slowly picking up some decent form. Yeah, they're sitting rock bottom on about 16 points now. But they've picked up a bit of momentum, haven't they? They've got a bit of spirit. They've got a bit of fight about them. They're scoring the goals. Their defending is a lot better. Going back to how they played against the Gunners, they were 2 goals down, yet they pulled it back and got a very, very good point off the Gunners, drawing 2-2 last Friday, beating Aston Villa. How many of you see that result coming? Beating Aston Villa. And then only a few days ago, they go and beat Liverpool. They beat Liverpool. They got 3 wins in 3. Can you honestly see Spurs doing that? Of course not. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Going backwards still. Brighton. Again, Brighton are no pushover. Brighton are no pushover. Forest, like I said, much better squad. They have a better squad than us. They're fighting. A bit like your West Ham. They're fighting. They're creating. They're scoring the goals. Leeds, I know we beat Leeds. That was only just about, wasn't it, a few months ago? 2-1, if I remember rightly. Again, they're fighting. Sunderland, again, they're fighting. This is what I mean, guys. I honestly can't see where we are going to get the wins from to keep this club in the Premier League. I honestly can't. I honestly can't. It's just doom and gloom, and it's just getting worse. It's getting worse by the week. It's getting worse by the week, guys. It really is. It really is, guys. Another comment here, Daniel. I know you lot have got a lot of injuries, but then the team / squad you have to right now. Yeah, shouldn't be a point off relegation. Yeah, I know we shouldn't be a point off relegation. I know the injuries don't help, but this is what happened last season. This is what happened last season. Like I said, I have never seen a team that have so many injuries. So many injuries. Honestly. Big up Ronnie. Yeah, big up Flicks. Where yeah, we have gone, mate. Exactly. There is no way out, is there? There is no way out unless I know I said this before the Palace game tonight, but unless by some poxy miracle next weekend Tudor, gets the boys raring to go, and we get something against Liverpool. I know we got a weekend off due to the FA Cup, but I'm just facing the hard facts that there is no way out of this now. There is no way out. There is no way out, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. Lee Alexander again. If you guys lose Van de Ven next season, it would be really big problems for Tottenham. Look, even if we don't get relegated, Mickey Van de Ven's going. Romero's going. I know with Christian Romero, he's been linked with a move away for the past 2 seasons. I know one of the clubs that rumoured to be wanting him was Atletico Madrid, and funnily enough, we got them in the last 16, haven't we, in the Champions League? But I honestly can't see them two sticking around either way, especially if we get in the Championship. Pretty much the whole squad will be gone. You know what I mean? Another comment here. Big up, Dan. Yeah, last season it was just lucky that the bottom 3 were really shit. Yeah, they were. They were. I'm trying to think who got relegated in the end last season. Was it Leicester? I know Leicester was one of them. Southampton. I think Southampton was another one. But yeah, the point margin from that bottom 3 last season, it was a much bigger gap compared to this season. It's fucking dog eat dog, innit? Dog eat dog. It's a major scrap. A major scraps for survival. If, as we all know, mathematically, Wolves could even get out of that. Now that is a great escape, and if Wolves get out of that, then it's just Ipswich. Ipswich. Ipswich was the other club. Yeah, they were the other club. But hey, here we are. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Here we are. It's just, like I keep saying, I'm just facing the fact that this is it now. This is it. We are done for as a club. There is no way out of this shambolic mess whatsoever. There really isn't. There really isn't. I'm just getting the stats back. I wish I could put it up on the screen, but I can't. Shots were a lot better. We had 12 shots all in all, and 4 on target. Quite surprised by that one. I thought we only had like 1 or 2, But yeah, like I said earlier, and I'll say again, second half, yeah, a lot better. As in, we didn't concede. But it was, other than that, it was boring. It was very, very boring. Very, very boring. Very, very boring. Very boring, guys. Yeah, another comment here. No, it's too late for Wolves. See, I don't know so much. If Wolverhampton Wanderers keep this momentum going, look, like I said, look how they played against the Gunners. 2-0 down, they pulled it back. They beat Aston Villa last Friday, didn't they? Couple of nights ago, they beat Liverpool. 3 wins in 3. What were the odds on that? What were the odds on that? There's still time for them to get out. And like I said, all these teams down this bottom section in this relegation scrap, they're all fighting, they're all scoring the goals, yet Tottenham are just sitting there twiddling their thumbs. They're not doing nothing. There's no fight. There is no fight, is there? There is no fight. No fight. Another comment here, Ronnie. How do you convince this group of players to keep up the fight for this club? if anything seems like they are seeing relegation as a free ticket out. This is what I mean. There's no ambition. There's a big group of players that are left, obviously not injured, that just simply don't want to be there. Like Romero, I know he's not been playing for the past 3-4 games, but he definitely wants out. Even though he speaks out on social media, oh yeah, we're trying our best, blah 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 blah. But he's just so reckless, isn't he, Romero? So reckless. Van der Ven, his head's gone. He's not the same player anymore. Making silly errors. And you got look at tonight. Tugging on, was it Sar or Strand Larsen? One of them tugging on, pulled him to the ground. Clearly knew what he was doing. He clearly knew he was going to get sent off and hand Crystal Palace a penalty. And it turned out that way. It turned out that way. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Another comment here. Lee Alexander. It just shows how Spurs miss Kane and Sonny. I know they're old, but the effect of that leadership they had was amazing. Yeah, exactly. That partnership, I missed them so much. I missed that partnership so much, so much. Another comment here. Yeah, Wolves are 12 points off 17th. Yeah, but they can still get out. They can still get out, guys. They can still get out of this mess, and we will be dragged into it. Because, like I keep saying, I honestly can't see where, with the remaining games we have left, I can't see where the wins and the points, etc., are coming from. I really don't. I really don't. I know. Room has it that Mohamed Kudus is back in April, but by then that could be too late. As for the rest of the boys that are injured, just don't know. Madison, Kulusevski, they're definitely not back till next season. Then saying that, if we do get relegated, are they going to stick around? Probably not. It's just an utter shambolic mess. Very, very shambolic. Very, very shambolic. Very, very, very shambolic, guys. Honestly. Here we go. Couple of gooners in the house. Yeah. Sorry, but as an Arsenal fan, I love it. Yeah. 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 It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit and say, Tottenham are going to get something against Liverpool. We're too big of a club to not go down. We don't deserve to go down. Blah 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 blah. I'm not going to sit here and sell that bollocks. I'm not. I'm looking at hard facts right now. We are in such a mess. Such a mess. To think it was only 9 months ago we won the Europa League. Winning that just simply papered over the cracks, didn't it? Papered over the cracks. And here we are. Here we are. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Levy saved your club. Yeah, I see. I don't know about that. I've wanted Levy out for such a long time. I know he's gone now. He sold his shares as well, didn't he? So I'm glad that one's done. But it's the rest of it. Lang, Vanai, they all need to go. All need to go. They haven't got a clue what to do. Enoch, 20, 25, 26 years at Tottenham. And what have they helped? What have they helped? Oh, what, 2 trophies? 2 trophies in 25, 26 years. They're just there raking in their millions. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. They're sitting there with their feet up, raking their millions and laughing at the likes of me and you. We're the ones that have to suffer. Like I've said before, boycott the whole freaking shebang. Yeah, okay, if you want to go to the club and watch a game of football, yeah, do that. But don't start going to the shop and buying merchandise. If you're going to the game itself before kick-off, even during half time and full time, stop buying freaking refreshments because all that money's going in our back pockets. And what are we getting in return? What do we get in return? Nothing. Diddly squat. We get nothing whatsoever. Whatsoever. Players come and go. They're raking in their millions as well. It's a job to them. It's a day job. But to us, that club is our passion. Tottenham is our passion. And we're the ones that suffer. We're the ones that suffer, guys. And it's just very sad and very heartbreaking to see what is actually going on right now. Look, before I do go, I'm just going to read out a few more little comments here. Lee Alexander again. Romero needs to be on the bench in the World Cup if Argentina want to win the World Cup. He is too reckless for me, but he is a good defender on his day. Do you know what? You mentioning about Romero with Argentina. Look, do you know what? He reminds me of a certain Hugo Lloris. Towards the end of Lloris' days at Spurs, when he was still playing for France, when he put that France jersey on, I don't know if it's just me, but he was a different keeper. Totally different. It's like he wanted to be there. Then you put that Spurs shirt back on and he's just conceding goals. Just, you see it in his face, it's just gone to shit. But with obviously, Romero, very, very reckless. Very reckless. He's not consistent enough. Not consistent enough. Thinking back to that, there's one particular game. It was only about a month ago now. There was one particular game. Burnley. Tottenham played Burnley. There was a couple of occasions where Fikaro's played the ball out short, because Fikaro loves to play a ball out short, doesn't he? I've lost count how many times Fikaro's done that. Plays it out short and then we go and lose it. Well, that happened again, didn't it? Vicario plays it out short to Cristi Romero, and what's Romero do? He's not even looking. He's not even watching the ball. He's daydreaming. He's in fucking cuckoo, cloud cuckoo land, what you want to call it. Not even watching the ball, and he goes and loses it. Or there's some occasion where he picks up the ball. He's actually watching the ball. He picks up the ball and then he goes to pass it, and he's just giving the ball away. Not consistent enough. I feel in some ways Romero's. He's hyped up. He's hyped up to something that he's not. I might sound hypocritical because in the past I've said he is a very good defender, but just with what's going on, it's just a complete and utter mess. Complete and utter mess. It really is. It really is, guys. It really is. A few more comments here. What we got? It would be crazy to see Spurs in the Championship. Arsenal close 4 to 5 years ago under Arteta. No. They were never close. They were never close. I know there was one season, that they were down in there, but that was very, very early on in the season, wasn't it? I do remember that season very well. Should be protest, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. I've been calling out for protest. I have been calling out for protest, but it needs the much bigger YouTubers, creators to literally come together. All come together. Of course, I'd if I can make the protest, 100% I'll be there. But again, it just sums Tottenham up. I've lost count how many organised protests they've been. Yet you only get a small handful that actually turn up. Going back to the last one, I think it might have been before the Man City game or the West Ham game anyway at the Lane, and there's only a small handful of people that are actually protesting, and you're seeing this, and it's just so embarrassing to see. So embarrassing. But that's what it needs. That's what it needs. It needs the bigger creators like your Abby Summers, Expressions, you know, all these people to come together. And of course, like I said, if I can make it, yeah, I'll be there as well. I want my voice heard because I've simply had enough. I really have. I really have. Year after year after year, I was calling out for Levy to go. Finally, he's gone now. He is gone. But there's still more shit lingering around. You got Lang of an Iron there now, running around like headless chickens. They ain't got a Scooby what to do. You got Enoch lurking around like a bad smell, been there 25, 26 years with only 2 trophies to show for it. No ambition whatsoever. They need to sell up. They simply need to sell up. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Again, going back to the Enoch situation, you know, they come out, it was only a few weeks ago, wasn't it? The Enoch Trust, or whatever you want to call them, they come out and said if Tottenham survive relegation, we are going to look at the current squad that we have and lower the wages. They're going to seriously cut the wages. You know, they're going to get rid of players. You know what I mean? They've had plenty of opportunities to do this. They've had so many opportunities to do this. Going back to the January transfer window, what the fuck was that all about? What was that all about? Got West Ham making signings, all these teams around there making signings, and what was Tottenham doing? Nothing. Bought a left back, 19-year-old Santos, the kid from Santos, Souza. You know what I mean? Conor Gallagher. They only got Conor Gallagher's got so many injuries in that central midfield. And then they get a young kid on deadline day, wasn't it? Some kid from Hearts gone straight into the academy. Yeah, maybe one for the future, but what about now? Because we don't have anything whatsoever, do we? We have nothing. We have nothing. I don't hate Spurs. Half my family are Spurs. Yeah, I sympathise, to be honest. Yeah. All is toxic and rotten. Yeah, it's rotten to the core. From top to bottom, it's just a freaking mess, isn't it? It's just a mess. It's just a mess. At this point, just chuck Champions League away. Focus on the league. The schedule would be crazy right now. Yeah, exactly. I said it myself during the half-time break. You know, this is clearly another loss. We're not going to come back in the second half and get anything whatsoever against Palace. Yeah, we got a weekend off due to the FA Cup, but then coming back into it, in between playing Atletico in the first and second leg, we got Liverpool in between that, and then we got Forest after that. And as we all know, we're down to the bare bones as it is. You know, yeah. I'm just really lost for words right now. I'm just so upset, so heartbroken to see where this club is heading right now. I really am. I really am. Another comment here. Big up to you, bro. Despite our clubs, yeah, definitely. Big up, guys. Big up. Please smash the likes. The more likes, the better. Please, I appreciate that. Get subscribing as well if you're new to the channel. Just gonna read a few more comments here before I do shoot, because yeah, I'm just yeah. Yeah, big up Lee Alexander again. Why do Spurs always get results against City, but always lose against Chelsea? I don't understand it. Well, that makes 2 of us, because I honestly don't know. I honestly can't answer that. It's just typical Spurs, isn't it? Typical Spurs. You know, me saying that, you know, with all what's going on right now, we're dropping points left, right, and centre. But, you know, It's that Spursy saying, isn't it? We could probably actually turn up and get a big result against Liverpool in a couple of weekends' time. I know some might say you just never know what's going to happen. You never know what's round the corner, but I'm just looking at hard facts and really facing the hard reality that we are doomed. There is no way out of this mess whatsoever. But yeah, man, that's a very good comment there. But yeah, like I said, it's just typical Tottenham. It really is. It really is. It really is. But at the same time, yeah, City have not had a very good season, have they? You know, compared to how they've normally been. Lee Alexander again. I'm from South Africa, Cape Town. Wow, big up, big up, big up, all the way from South Africa, watching my channel. Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. See, that's made me smile. I appreciate that. Big up, guys. Get subscribing to the channel. Please, please, please smash the likes. Look, before I do go, I'm gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put it in there, and I want you guys that are watching me right now to put it in the comments. With the remaining games Tottenham Hotspur Football Club have left, where do you see the results coming from to keep this club in the Premier League? Got Liverpool next, haven't we? We've got Liverpool, and then we got Forest, our next two. You know, without double checking the right schedule with what we got left. You know, where are the points coming from? Where are the wins coming from? So Liverpool up next, then Nottingham Forest. I know we've got Chelsea somewhere in the mix. Got Wolves there, haven't we? Somewhere in the mix. We've got Leeds and Villa, Everton being the last game of the season. So where are the wins coming from? Where are these 3 precious points coming from? Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? You know, quickly thinking back to it now, I'm sure West Ham next weekend have got Man City. So fingers crossed Man City do a job there and possibly put another nail in West Ham's coffin there. But, you know, we can't keep relying on teams to lose. And we keep losing ourselves. You know, we've got to start picking up results somewhere, surely. Have to be. Here we go. Yeah, win versus Forest, win versus Wolves, draw versus Leeds. Yeah, like I keep saying, I honestly can't see where we are going to get anything from. Look, you've only got to go back to the last 2, dropping points against Fulham. Yeah, where we go and lose. We go and lose tonight against Crystal Palace. But you're saying we're going to win against Nottingham Forest, win against Wolves, who have picked up a bit of momentum, and we're going to draw against Leeds. Interesting. But we're seeing it. We will see. It'll be 35 point season, not 40. What else we got here? Lee Alexander again. Yeah, you're such a nice guy. I've never been to England before. It's my dream to have a chat with a rival Spurs fan and an Arsenal. It's more than football. Yeah. No, big up that comment. I appreciate comments like that. Big up comments like that. Big up, bro. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. See, I love it, man. I love it. You know, I love it. See, I don't like all this negativity. You know, Spurs fans. You know, you get certain Spurs fans jumping on a bandwagon. Oh, Flicks, you know, you're so negative. You're so negative. Blah 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 blah. No, this is just me being passionate about my club. I've had people come at me saying, "Oh yeah, but you want Spurs relegated. They deserve to be relegated." Blah 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 blah. I wouldn't wish Tottenham to be relegated. Of course, I don't want Tottenham to be relegated, but I'm just looking at the hard facts right now. We are well and truly in the mud, rotten from top to bottom. We can't pick up a win to save our lives. Our last win in the league was against Crystal Palace. Before tonight, obviously. Again, before tonight, we've lost our last 10 in the league. You know, make that another defeat tonight. And this is what I keep saying. I really can't see where we are going to pick the wins up from. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, big up George Graham. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to show my age, but I do remember George Graham being Tottenham's manager. Yeah, very, very, very good manager. Very good manager. Spurs relegation will cause shockwaves. Of course it will. Of course it will. Players are a joke at this point. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. But yeah, right. That is me done. That is me done. Because yeah, I could sit here all day and just rant on. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired now. You know, I'm gonna save my continued ranting for another day. You know, but hey, this is the life of being a Spurs fan, isn't it? This is the life of being a Spurs fan. But like I keep saying, I honestly can't see where we are picking the points to keep this club in the Premier League. I honestly can't. I honestly can't. You know, I'd like a little part of me would like to think, yeah, but Flicks, you know, it's the FA Cup this weekend. Maybe one or two boys will come back from injury. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. You know, some people have actually said, yeah, but can you imagine if Dejan Kulusevski and James Maddison come back before the end of the season? Yeah, okay, yeah, so be it if they do come back before the end of the season, but they're not going to be fully match fit, are they? They're not going to be. Yeah, of course they want to be raring to go, but they're not going to be. They're not going to be to your full strength, are they? But hey, here we are. Here we are, guys. Here we are. Um, yeah, Redknapp to come now. Look, obviously, when Thomas Frank did go, I was calling out for big man Harry Redknapp to come, and possibly Tim Sherwood to work alongside him. You know, that could have been a very good partnership there to steer the ship in the right direction and possibly keep this club in the Premier League for another season. But hey, here we are. Yeah, kick up the arse. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, that is me done. That is me done. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Please smash the likes. Get subscribing to the channel if you are new. But yeah, that is me done. I'm tired. I've had enough. And here we are, guys. Here we are. Here we are. As always, up the Spurs. Take it easy, guys. Take it easy. In a bit.